Ladies and gentlemen, Dday, don't fall my hand. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts to think that there's just that one girl. There's just that one girl this season that knows how to play this game without getting gullible. It hurts. Guys, it hurts. It hurts. I am really pained. I am really pained. Hi. Hi. Now, in case you all are wondering why I am being melodramatic like this, guys, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you why. Yeah? See ya. Last night was a beautiful night in Big Brother's house. I give that to the housemates. It was beautiful. Everything you can think of that will be worth, being called entertainment, they delivered. It was amazing. They played Truth or Dare, Lemon Yellow, and it was very fun and entertaining, right? And then people decided to pull a scare prank on the housemates, which was hilarious. These people were running around like headless chickens. It was so funny to watch. Yes, that one happened. And then afterwards, when everybody was calling it a night, everybody was going to bed. First things first, I saw Kola in Dede's bed. And I was looking at this girl like, okay, hold on a second. What is Kola doing in Dede's bed? I mean, I know that Dede was going to start her game Tuesday night, yes. And so I wasn't particularly sure if that was the game because I saw Thelma in K-Baba's bed, right? But I didn't see any other people do some sort of switching here. But Kola was in Dede's bed. And as if that wasn't worrying enough. Yeah, I mean, I use the word worrying because if you've been watching Kola and Dede's interaction in the house for weeks now, you will know that Kola is a very physical person. Physical person in the sense that whenever he's talking to Dede, his hands are always twitching to touch. Yeah, his hands are always, he wants to tweet, he wants to touch her. He wants to hold her waist. He wants to hold her hands. He wants to hold her shoulder. He's a very, very, I think another word for it is tactile. Very, 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 very touchy person. So I was kind of worried because for me, my brain was already telling me that, this thing might end up in some sort of cuddles, right? Now, it wasn't cuddles in particular, but it was almost worse, if not worse at this point, because whoever was handling the cameras at that point in time, if I remove my shirt, if I remove my scarf and swear for you, I will curse you. I will curse you. Because they frustrated me. Guys, my eyes suffered. Because I kept on leaning into my TV screen. I was trying so hard to pick what was going on. The cameras did not want to show us. And so they left a lot of viewers with assumptions and speculations of all sorts. What kind of assumptions am I referring to? Now, the rumor is that Dede and Kola kissed passionately. Passionately. But we don't know if that is true or false. Why? Because, Kola was in Dede's bed. And then they were whispering into each other's ears. Yeah? First of all, whispering is a violation in Big Brother's house. So I don't know if Big Brother is going to address that or not. They will take turns whispering into each other's ear. This tea. Sorry guys, I had to clear my eyes because this morning my eyes are not clear. They will take turns whispering into each other's ears, right? And whilst they're doing it, Kola is literally holding Dede, touching Dede. And Dede too was not innocent because because he was here, she was here. Her hand was on his beards, massaging his beard. And then he pecked her 3 or 4 times the first time, on her cheek. That was a peck. He pecked her. And they were very smart the way they were doing it. They were not making too much sound so that people would not hear it through their microphone. He pecked her 3 or 4 times the first time, like simultaneously, like. Now, my assumption for why he was pecking her was that during the lemon yellow truth or dare game they were playing downstairs before they all went to bed, Kola had been dared to go to the person he is attracted to in the house and then give the person a peck on the cheek. So everybody was, of course, expecting him to go to Dday. People were already hyping him up. So he wanted to disappoint everybody, right? So he had gone ahead to peck Thelma on the cheek. Now, I don't know if Dday was upset about that. I don't know. We did not see whatever, no. But the next thing we saw was he was in Dayday's bed. So when he was pecking Dday, I was calculating, okay, could it be that he's trying to make up for not pecking her earlier as the person he's more attracted to in the house? Could that be the case? The peck happened in the second round. Pecked her again. And Dday was like, oh, it sounds like screenshots. Now, to show you that they knew what they were doing, like they were aware of what they were doing, both of them said, oh, it was a beautiful night, right? And then Dday was like, oh my God, that's, she can imagine how news is going to be flying around in the morning because what they are doing right now is very spicy. And they were laughing about it. Now, I'm not really sure if they were trying to create content or not, but they both knew what they were doing and they were both laughing about it. And then sometimes they'll stay quiet and Dday would have a hand on his beards, be massaging it. And then when she removes her hand, he would take her hand back, put it there and hold her hand and, you know, be massaging her hand. Now, at some point, the cameras, see, if I curse the camera crew, because every time I remember it, I get so pissed. Oh God. Anyways, let me tell you. See, at some point, the camera started showing us from their chin downwards. The camera was not showing us their face. There was absolutely nothing wrong with the cameras. Why did the cameras give us an aerial view of what exactly was going on there? At least the other night, when Mide and Bright were doing what mommy and daddy does in the bedroom, they actually showed us from different angles. They showed us from Mide's angles, from Bright's angle. They showed us from the big brother angle. They showed us, the only place they didn't show us from is from under the bed, but they showed us from all other angles. So why did they not do it like that? What was the reason? What was the reason? It was so annoying. As I was saying, the cameras at some point refused to show us their face. And I was wondering why. Why don't you want to show us their face? What are they doing? Because at that point, it seemed as though, guys, now this is me not being sure, because remember I said the camera was not showing their face, but you could see from Kola's mouth, right? You could see from Kola's lips downwards, but you couldn't see Dayday's own face. So Kola was like, he was giving soft lip pecks. Now, what I'm not sure is, was it pecking Dayday's lips or was it Dayday's hand that he was actually pecking? What exactly was he pecking? We don't know. We are not sure. And we will never know except Showmax decides to give us a recap of that situation. Yeah, just like they did the whole Imisi and Faith one. That's the only way we're going to find out if really they kissed or not. All right. So as I was saying, that was the situation, ladies and gentlemen. So Bbnaija watched all of these things play out. At some point, it seemed like they hugged each other. Kola had his arms around Dday at some point, and then they were whispering into each other's ears and they were laughing. And I mean, obviously they were having a great time. Obviously they were enjoying themselves, you know, good company and all. But frankly speaking, I was really disappointed in Dday. Yeah. I was disappointed in Dday for so many reasons, but most especially because Dday is aware of who Kola is, of the kind of nasty character this guy has. This guy is a kiss and tell kind of person. Anything he does with Dday, it's like, now, we cannot take away the possibility of him genuinely liking Dday or genuinely wanting to be with Dday, but so far, We've seen that anything Kola does with Dday, it's like he's accumulating receipts. It's like he's piling up proof, evidence, to prove to the whole world and to his friends inside the house that I told you she likes me. I told you she likes me. I told you she likes me. And remember, Kola and Bright had a conversation where Bright wanted Kola to humble Dday. The whole house wants to humble Dday. Half the viewing audience wants to humble Dday. So, watching that whole scene play out in Dayday's bed last night, whether it was real or not, whether it was genuine or not, what I was seeing was Kola and Bright's plan unfolding, with Dday being a willing party, because everything there was consensual. It was so painful to watch, because here I was, thinking that, oh yes, this season we've got a girl that has a strong resolve. Yes, she's got a relationship outside the house. She has her boundaries. Last night, Dday scattered all her boundaries for Kola. It's like she used her own hands, destroyed all the boundaries, used broom to sweep everything like, pia, 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 pia. Oh yeah, Kola, come. That was exactly what Dday did. And it was so disappointing to watch. It was disappointing. Now, my worry for this girl is, what will be the news in the house today? Yep. What will be the speculation? Because I know that the first person Kola will tell is Bright. And then he'll probably tell Imisi. That one is always waiting to devour any news concerning Dday. And then he'll go and tell Mide. And Mide will say, I told you to continue doing what you're doing. She's going to fall for you. Kola is going to own the event of last night like a trophy. He's going to wear it as a badge of honor. He's going to be telling every Tom, Dick, and Harry that, see, I finally kissed Dday. Whether they kissed or not, he will say they kissed. He will not call it a peck. He will call it a kiss. It was such a beautiful night. And then when he goes for his diary session on Sunday, oh, big brother, I told you. She told me that she wants to be the one to kiss me in this house. Kola is going to revel. He's going to bask in the glory of conquering Dday, the ice-cold queen, the queen of boundaries, is going to be reveling in it. And it's really sad. It's really sad. Dday fall my hand? Like, Dday really disappointed me? But then again, I was asking myself, is it that she intentionally did all of these things? Is there something she's aiming at? Because if there is anything that she's aiming at, I'm sorry, at this point, she has lost. Because at this point, Kola has won. She handed over the win to Kola very easily. Very, very easily. She made it very easy for Kola. And the most painful part in all of this is that it is not like Dday does not know that Kola smears her reputation around the house. It's not like Dday is not aware the kind of loose cannon that Kola is, the kind of unbridled tongue that Kola has. It's not like she does not know. She knows. So it's not making me wonder, like, could it be that she deliberately did this just to create highlights for herself, just so that Kola would talk about it and then she would What was the reason? What was the reason? Because to me, whatever reason Dday has, it does not make sense. At this point, Kola has won. He has. Yeah. So now Kola has more receipts, more ammunitions in his arsenal to conquer Dday. So now it's not making me wonder that, okay, fine. Now you people have pecked and probably kissed. What next? Because something is telling me that come tomorrow or maybe Thursday after the pool party, a lot more could go down. So it's not going to make us to begin to question if Dday truly has a relationship outside, or if all of these things that she's been doing with Kola, all of this playing hard to get, if it was just her really playing hard to get to gauge her surroundings, gauge all the guys in the house and then finally pick the person she wants to be with this season. But if that is the case, in a way, she has actually messed up her game. And I'm really disappointed. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop talking here right now because I want to hear from all of you. All right, so please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I will see you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day. Bye.